This course is really about understanding how to use documentary techniques for emotive messaging goals. So let's talk about that in detail a little bit. First of all, this word that's a noun turned into a verb, turned back into a noun, can be a little confusing. So when we say messaging, we're talking about taking a core message, in this case, the farm-to-table concept, but it could be something very different from a different client, and turning it into media, hopefully media that is emotive. So when we say messaging, we're saying take a concept that can be kind of dry and turn it into media that actually speaks to people. So the objective right underneath that broad goal is always going to be about making a connection. When we're messaging, we're always trying to make a connection to individuals, and I think that's somewhat of a constant. So how do we make a connection? I say, tell me a story. Stories are very important, and as a consumer myself, this is really how I feel, and it's very easy to turn that consumer desire, tell me a story, into part of the way that you edit. Next, have characters. People make sense to me. People come across. Very important to have characters and possibly one single character to represent your story. Another thing I like to do when messaging is work with micro and macro. Connect a small story to a larger point, and I think we have all the potential ingredients to do that here with the farm-to-table story. These are just some ideas to get started. There's no set rules for how you do messaging, and there's going to be a lot of people with a lot of ideas from the client side and the creative side, or if you work at an agency. This is really a large discussion, but hopefully this gives you some grounding as to where to start.